In this video, I'm going to be going over my third place finish in Kinston, North Carolina Battle Roads, spring 2013. So we're going to start off by showing the beautiful trophy card. Third place just has the sad little Victini sitting alone in his cup. The second and first place cups have him with a lot more friends. But I was pretty stoked just to get third place. As a collector, I want all these cards. So I'm also judging a couple events, so that's a couple more events that I'm not going to have an opportunity to play in and try and get those cards, but we'll see. I'm also going to go over my prizes at the beginning of this video. I got 2 packs for third place. And I decided to open them. I should have just sold them, but I decided to open them. So there's a couple code cards, and let's see, we've got an Umbreon Hollow. Let's see, back this up so it focuses. Beedrill Rare, Executor Rev, Noctowl Rev, Shadow Triad, and Superior Energy Retrieval, and then just various commons and uncommons. Nothing too spectacular. So, like I said, I should have just sold them. But now to go over my deck list. So, I actually don't have all the Deoxys in the deck right now to show you everything. But I did run 3 Deoxys EX. Would have run 4, but I only had the 3. Adds 10 to each of your Plasma Pokemon's attacks, so great for getting those donks. Thundurus EX. First attack is great for just spreading some, just getting a little damage on the field, but essentially you want that to get your energy back onto your bench Pokemon. My absolute favorite Pokemon of the deck, Kyurem. Frozen Spear does 30 and then 30 to a bench Pokemon. With Colress Machine, you're often getting this out turn 1. Then Blizzard Burn does 120. It can attack after that, but if you use Float Stone with it, you can just swap in between Kyurems. It works out great. And since I didn't have the 4th Deoxys, I threw in a Lugia EX, but I absolutely hated it in the tournament. I always found it was just dead bench space, and did not really like it at all. So I probably will be dropping that for the next tournament. I plan on probably running this at least one more time, just to see if I can't, maybe get one of those second or first place finishes, and then I'll probably, maybe drop it in, go for it, and for something else. So those are the Pokemon lines. Here we go with the energy. Runs a lot of special energy. 4 Plasma to use Colress Engine. 4 Prism, just so you can use all your different attackers. I also throw in a couple Blend, and then the rest are just basics, a couple water, and 1 Lightning, for 13 total, I believe. So big part of, now I included a Scramble switch, mainly for the Lugia. So now that I'm going to probably drop the Lugia and put another Deoxys, I'm probably going to put a Dowsing Machine in. For other switching things, I run 2 Switch and 2 Floatstone. Again, not really sure if I feel like I need to up the number of Switch, but I really do like the Floatstone. Part of getting off those early donks with the multiple Deoxys and hopefully your turn 1 Kyurem are 4 Verbank and 4 Laser and 2 Verbank. 4 Catcher, pretty much essential in every deck to utilize all these Plasma Pokemon and get the nice speed of attacking. You have 4 Colress Machine. And then for my searchers, I'm running Plasma Pokemon, so I've got 4 Plasma Ball, and then just 1 Ultra Ball. I know a lot of people like to run higher numbers of Ultra Ball to get the energy in the discard pile early, so you then get it out fast with Thundurus. I found that unless I increase my number of Thundurus, that's really not happening often enough for me, so I prefer the Plasma Ball with just the 1 Ultra Ball. However, if you were to switch your number of Pokemon lines around and increase the Thundurus and drop Kyurem, I just love Kyurem so much, then the higher number of Ultra Ball would work better. And since we run so many trainers, I find that I'm often using Skyla to search out a Colress turn 1 to get off that Kyurem's first attack. A couple Colress because I'm aiming for my full bench. 4 N because N is just so good. And 4 Juniper, just being able to refresh your hand. So, my matches. First one, I played like a Mewtwo Kling Klang thing. He ended up not being able to get the Clang Clang out, loaded up the Mewtwo to take out Deoxys, but loaded up too much and I was just able to easily knock it back out. My second match was against Blastoise, and unfortunately he had a terrible start. He started off with an Execute that he includes for to be able to utilize like 4 superior energy retrievals, since you can use Execute to get it back from the discard. It's a free card to throw away. However, he started that, so he was forced to Juniper turn 1 to prevent from getting donked, and that meant throwing out 2 Rare Candy and 2 Blastoise, so I was able just to focus on his remaining Blastoise from the rest of the game, and once I was able to take those out, he had to go to manual attachments, and that really, really killed him, so pretty much that first turn just really hurt him. My third match, it was pretty much a mirror, except my opponent had the better build. He had the 4 Deoxys. I also prized one of my Deoxys, so I wasn't able to put nearly as much damage on the field as he was able to, and he was able to easily sweep me. Lugia actually was terrible in that match. I kept on, since I don't run any like Revive or Super Rod, I benched it so I wouldn't have to throw it out, and it was just a target for him, so I should have just thrown it out, but oh well, there's that. And my fourth match was against, essentially, it's like a weird combination of a Giratina, Sigilyph, and Latias, so prevents you from attacking if you have abilities, which, I mean, that would prevent my Deoxys. And then Sigilyph prevents from attacking if you're an EX, but that just means I have to focus on my Kyurem. Kyurem is not affected by either one of those. He has to go with the Giratina, and unfortunately he ends up losing just because he ran out of benches, or bench Pokemon. He wasn't able to get one. I think I only had to take 3 prizes. So those are my matches. So I went 3-1, netted 3rd place, and there was a really interesting deck, which yeah, just probably the format is expanding a lot more, so it's interesting to see some of the other good ideas that are coming up and getting out there. So stay tuned for more. I'll hopefully be doing something good at my tournament this weekend, although I have an anime convention the day before, so I have a feeling I'm probably going to just be having a lot of fun, probably not getting much sleep, and I'm just gonna have fun for the tournament. So but who knows, maybe I'll do well and have another good report for you. If not, stay tuned for more battle videos.